What is up? Yeah. Getting a warning that the current resolution is not optimal. What is it? What do you want, YouTube? What do you want? Tonight, P? Well, yes. The scene is not amazing. Bit turbulent, but there we have it. Anyway. Take what we can get. I have not seen very much of the sky this month. It is frigid. So I managed to. Can you hear me, Phil? How do people do this live stuff and make it look so easy? Like, I guess it's practice, right? You just gotta get used to. There's always like, yay, Robert, hello. Um, Conventions and stuff, isn't there? Like referring to chat. What does chat say about this? What does chat say about that? But welcome. I'm glad to have viewers. Thank you. Yay! You heard me. So cool. Thanks, Phil. Yeah, I don't know if going live is going to be something I do or not. I don't know. Just thought I'd try it tonight. We've got perfect moon at the moment before clouds incoming for the next however long. I don't know. It didn't look too bad at full moon down this end of the country. I don't know. What's it like for you? Well, whilst we're here, let's look at the moon then, shall we? Let's go. So we're up with the 150 Maksutov and ASI 178 monochrome in infrared, and we can go in we're at prime, obviously getting worse seeing. Well, not worse, the same seeing, isn't it? But you know, we're seeing the badness of the seeing closer up, aren't we? Woo! Thanks, Deeple Angel, for the screenshot showing me what you can see. Appreciate that. Hello, Commander Neo. Mark, I imaged it and came back indoors. Yes, that is a very good idea. I am freezing out here. I don't think it's freezing, but it's not far off, surely. So, Clavius. We've got to love Clavius, right? It is fairly distinctive once you get your eye in for it, isn't it? Like, I've been enjoying this tick shape down here, somewhere near the South Lunar Pole. Almost looks like a Star Trek. Oh, me and the Moon on Twitter says they can hear me. Excellent, thank you. So yeah, I don't know what that tick shape actually is. It almost looks like a Star Trek badge on its side to me. So we have Schiller, that long, what is it, horizontal in the way we're looking at it, horizontal crater. I can see that little on the left-hand side of Schiller, there's a little feature in the middle. Maybe it has a name, I don't know. Looking quite nice though, I think. I almost started to get my head around some of these South Pole craters when I was trying to identify those peaks. Though they're numbered, aren't they? M, like, don't know if that's them. Is that them? But is it Malapert, the guy who has got that kind of like permanently lit lunar mountain named after him? So I might just avoid that area because it's just a bit too complicated for me right now. Comments. Hello, Dev United 1. Thanks. And Chris Haywood. Hello. What have we got here? This in the middle of the frame would be Tycho. I've slightly blown that out, haven't I? I'm in ASI Studio. Let's just take the exposure down a bit. So yeah, ray system's not looking too shabby, in my opinion. Quite like that. And what do we know about Tycho? It's a young crater, right? 100 and something million years old. Whippersnapper of a crater. Alright, got my atlas up. We're going to try and learn some new craters whilst we're here. Because this one, near Schiller, this one is interesting me. It looks like a little snowman or something. What is this? Schiller, and it's cool. Alright, so there's this kind of like sunken crater next to it is MEE. Intriguing. And then this kind of the double sideways snowman is HAINZEL. What do we reckon the pronunciation of that would be? Hansel? Hainzel. Hainzel. Interesting. It is quite, I don't know, I think, in my opinion, that's quite distinctive. Quite like that. Alright. Let's continue along the Terminator. I thought, personally, this looked like a praying mantis or cricket's head, or like face on, they're like a praying mantis. This kind of like formation of craters. So there's Lee crater, Doppelmayr, and Vitello. So that's Pareidolia I see in there. And this is Mare Humorum, which is the Sea of Vapors, I believe. Do put me right when I inevitably get stuff wrong, because that is likely, or inevitable. Gassendi, of course, is that the pronunciation? I don't think it's one of those things I've never actually heard anybody say. So was that a travesty of a pronunciation? Don't know. Gassendi. Would that be anything other than Gassendi? Anyway, Gassendi, if you're not familiar with Gassendi, it's this one here that's like a ring with that deeply shadowed small crater next to that kind of larger crater with central peak there. So yeah, we just saw an excellent image on Twitter by Fred of Gassendi. Comment from Brett Griffo on Twitter. It looks good over breakfast. Excellent. Local time is about midnight from where I'm broadcasting, which is my garden. Michael Rocket says he's going to find the secret base. Yeah, fair. Galin Oberhave Wabbit, hello. I'm glad you can see it. Thank you for letting me know. Dawn S, looking good. Thank you, Dawn. I'm trying to type. My fingers are like refusing to move. Right, that's Gassendi. It's been nice, but we're going to move on. Oh, I want to know what this. To the top left of Gassendi, there is like a ghost crater. They're not really. Are they called ghost craters? There's one that's kind of like. There's an edge of a crater, but that's all we can see. Let's have a look. See if we can work it out. Letronne. Letron, maybe? This kind of empty looking crater. Nice. I did want to make it a mission to try and learn lunar features, but there's just so many. But I mean, it's just one of these things, like, we've all got our own learning styles, and it does seem to work fairly well for me just to I don't know, look at a bunch of new craters, and maybe one of the new names will stick, or maybe not, but just come back to it again and again, don't you? So smooth. There we go. So, Copernicus on the right with the distinctive bright terraced wall. Let's see if the scene will let us go in a bit more for that. So this is the advantage of the ASI 178. It has a kind of, we've got a 6 megapixel sensor to play around with. So compared to a standard planetary, you can actually go quite far in. You've got kind of like, it makes mosaics a bit easier, and yeah, just can be convenient. Depends what you want to do, but it's not quite as fast as the sort of 2 megapixel, the kind of adjacent model that's got the kind of like more normal sized sensor. It's not quite as quick, but it's still pretty quick. Right. So I should definitely know what this one to the left is, this bright, distinctive crater here, because we see that all the time. Sure, I know it, but I've just forgotten. Kepler. No, I didn't know that actually, so maybe that's the one I'm going to remember from tonight if I can. Kind of definitely remember the distinctive sight of it, but I did not. Yeah, the name was escaping me. So that's Kepler. Excellent. And I wanted to know this mountain range by Copernicus. Mons Carpatus. So that is a rather nice looking mountain range, if you ask me. So I wonder where they get their name from. Let's find out. Mons Carpatus contains a variety of volcanic landforms, lava flows, pyroclastic deposits, rills, and others. Intriguing. So quite an interesting area. So they were named by astronomer Johann Heinrich von Madler after the Carpathian Mountains in Central Europe. Alrighty. So we can do a bit of a tour of the mountains because we're right next to some very distinctive lunar mountain ranges. This is the Apennines, the lunar Mons Apennines. You should probably pronounce it differently with the Latin, but yeah, basically the Apennines of the moon on the edge of this big mare on the left-hand side is Mare Imbrium, the Sea of Showers, and then the mountain range, the north bit, the mountains over the north of the Sea of Showers, they are the Lunar Alps. So we've got Plato there, that large filled crater. Is that what they're called? Yes, and then the Mons Alps, kind of they're going from Plato down towards Cassini. And this distinctive streak is the Valles Alps, which is some cool kind of valley. And if you get a really good image of it, or you've got an amazing telescope and you get good seeing, there's some kind of like line in Valles Alps that you can see. So that's on my bucket list. Is Aristarchus in view yet? It has such bright ejecta. Hello, Dave Downing. Hadley Rill. Ah, so Plato. Oh, thanks. Plato's got a collapsible wall. Look. Oh yeah. Is the collapsed wall this bit on the? It's kind of like bit on the left. Just looking at my map. I've got a moon map app. But yes, Aristarchus. Wait, what was the request for? Aristarchus. Where is Aristarchus? Be just in the shadow. Ooh. So Murray room with the Bay of Rainbows and the Lunar Maiden, which I forget the technical name for, but the one just centered here with the, as we're looking at it, like the southern side of the Bay of Rainbows, that is the Lunar Maiden. That's it. That's Aristarchus, isn't it? On the Terminator there. Did I hear? On the left, thumbs up. Thanks, Dave. Thanks, David. Did I hear Aristarchus is the brightest near side feature of the moon? I think I heard that. I'll just see if I can. I'll just brighten up the image a bit if I can. Hello, Rainbow Frequency. Thank you. What can I'm just. This is all very new to me, so I wondered if I could reply directly to a comment with text. Does not appear so. So it's just a general reply. Say thank you. Okay, let's get the map back. So Aristarchus is right on the edge of Valles Schrotten, which we can't see, or no, I don't think so. Anyway, so I went on a bit of a diversion, and I was going up the Terminator, and then we went across to see the mountains. Let's go back down the Terminator. Pick up where we were. Yeah, we'd gone up, and I was trying to learn Kepler. That was the one I want to remember tonight. And those are, what are those, rills? Those bumpy bits? Let's see if we can do those. There's something marked on my map called a Wollaston. I have a friend who's a Wollaston, and Totnes MP for an amount of time was a Wollaston. Yeah, I think you're right, David. It's the ejector from Aristarchus. Can I? Wondered if I could invert this. If it's possible to do. I don't know how to do it. In post, I usually invert to bring out the ejector a bit better. Simon Copper. Mm-hmm. No. So carrying on. Oh, I was gonna, those real things, what are those? Are they marked? Not on my, I'm only using a little free app, so it's not amazing. So there'll be one to look at later, unless anybody knows this. I don't even know what C that is, because we're not in a Mare Imbrium. Are we in Oceanus Procellarum, which I think I was reading was the only ocean. They're mostly seas or lake. There's some lakes, aren't there? Looks like the seeing's possibly behaving itself a bit now. That's nice. Alright, onwards. So, Bay of Rainbows. That's all blown out. Let's bring it back to something a bit more sensible. Oh, thanks for saying this is fun, David. Nice to have you along for this sort of little first test of going live. And I think it's fair to say you know more than me about them. I mean, it's not a competition, but it's nice to have that some help. Alright, so this one I've centered here above the Bay of Rainbows. Looks almost like a Gassendi-ish sort of double crater. What is that? Is it Herschel? No. Maybe? No. It is Herschel. It is Herschel. Okay. And the little craterlet that's kind of like the jewel, if it was a kind of like a ring with a jewel, that is what? Horribo? Clearly not the right pronunciation. Oh no. Horbo. I would have thought. But anyhow, I think that is Herschel. The sort of main. That looks right. Yeah. Now, where was somebody pointed out in a previous image of mine Thor's hammer? I want to see if I can find that. So it was near those famous jutting out mountains. Ah, I can see it on my map, so we've got to find. There's Cassini. Let's go in a bit. Cassini. And what's it called? Is it Mons Pits or something? What are those peaks? I need a better map. But we're close to Thor's hammer, I think. Should be. It might just be like two. Oh no, it's right. I'll try and put it dead in the middle. I saw it on a split second of good seeing there. It popped up. So we've got these three craters. Archimedes is the lowest one, and then Autolycus and Aristotelius. Aristylus. Aristillus? Nice. And then they sort of like lead around into this little tiny feature, which is Thor's hammer, not the official designation yet. That's looking quite nice. I was doing some imaging earlier. I might do a bit more after I finish this. Although, just too many gigabytes. I think I tried to do a mosaic of the moon in its entirety, and then I wanted to sort of get higher. I sort of spent a bit longer on some different mosaics because trying to get the exposure right for the whole moon just meant I'm just not sure how it was going to turn out. So I just went back and adjusted things to try and have a few mosaics to put together and see how they come out. Yeah, Lunar South Pole is definitely intriguing and a bit tricky. Let's try and work out some of these though. I thought I managed to get Shackleton in an actual processed image, but I wonder if we can get anywhere near it tonight. Let's have a look. So from Clavius we go down. I should probably check Twitter as well. See if we've got any more watchers. Oh! Hello, Dawn. Oh, hello, Roy. Roy! What setup? It's the 6-inch Maksutov and ASI 178 monochrome in infrared. Ah, Prata Ali, you saw the notification. That's cool. You can only see the bottom half of the moon. Is that where I was focusing on? I've got quite a small field of view. Just going to go back out to demonstrate. This is what the camera sees fully, like, zoomed is the wrong word, I guess, but yeah, this is at prime. Like, this is the full sensor output. We're at 1,800 millimeters, and then I can go in because I can't remember what I set the output of Open Broadcast Studio to, but it was, YouTube-y type 1,000-ish pixels wide type video, so we can take the 6 megapixel image that the camera's making and go quite far in. Okay, back to the moon. So from Clavius, that little one, Rutherford. Oh, cool! Like Adam Rutherford. Then we have to the south of Clavius, Grumberger. And then these two are Klaproth and Castatus. Castatus quite deeply shadowed there, that's nice. Like that. So dawn. I didn't realise dawn. Oh right, S for sunrise. Hi Dawn, if you're still here. I missed that connection. I had a suspicion, but I didn't trust it. Should have trusted it. Okay. Right. So what's this lumpy, bumpy stuff? Is this mortise? Would it be moritus or mortis? Mortis. Is that right? If it's mortis, it should have a sort of I think Oh no, this one's mortis with the central peak, because just above it is oh man, what? Cysatus. Cysatus and Blancanus. So that one was mortis, and then short, and Newton, here's where things get really iffy, because I will try. At the moment, I'm looking at my map in the same orientation as we're looking at it, like, you know, the from Earth type view, and I've gone like, the libration is obviously favourable, so I'm gonna have to change. All right. So this is where it gets mind melting. I just can't match up. Oh well, maybe. Moritus short. Newton. I think I've reached my limit of patience right now for IDing those craters. I think I'll process and compare to. I like to. Well, did you see Martin's video? Yes. Let's petition for the IAU for easier names. Well, or more intelligent presenters who are more sophisticated and cultured, perhaps. Maybe I wouldn't struggle so much. Yeah, I usually use Lunar Reconnaissance Quick Map, or there's a few of them, but Martin, I can't remember his surname. He did a really good YouTube video talking about different maps and tools for this very purpose, the southern part of the moon. Just looking in the little preview, I should have kept a better eye on that and not. Didn't realise I was losing the bottom of it. That should be a bit better. There's cool stuff down there. Right, I think I'll call it a day in a minute. But have you got any? I mean, I'm not like an actual. I was going to say expert, but that's like too far. Like, I'm not even a moon. I don't know if I'm even a moon like amateur yet. But I know some stuff. So it's a straight wall. All right, I think the straight walls should be pretty doable. David, let's have a look. Where is the straight wall? It's in a check my map. So it's in Mare Nubium, which I think we're in, and I think it should be around here somewhere, shouldn't it? Am I all the way out? There's a crater called Hell. I just found a crater called Hell. I love finding stuff like that. So from Tycho, interesting. I wonder what these bright specks are as well on the top right. I'm on it, but no shadow. Ah, thanks for confirming that. Because it's just a hill, isn't it? I heard it's like a 300 meter tall kind of like gentle incline, but the shadow makes it look like a cliff, because that's roots recta means cliff, doesn't it? Right. Any more requests? Just checking Twitter as well for any comments or requests. The lighting needs to be right. Absolutely, David. Absolutely. I wonder when it disappears, because it can't have been... Probably lasts a fair while, doesn't it? I mean, you're done. Thanks, David. Yes, I will do just that. I need to pack up and get warm. But yeah, genuinely, thank you all for being a part of this. It was fun to try and ingest some more moon features. And yeah, thanks. But yeah, take care, everybody. Have a good night or good morning if you're having your breakfast. And we'll see you some other time, hopefully. All right, take it easy.